Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Dad Religion podcast. My name is Jason. I am one half of this island of misfit toys. The other half is to my right, Mr. Jim. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Jason?
I'm good, man. Hey, how was your holiday week? I know we're a little
Holiday.
late in this game. Your Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
Well, we're in the middle of holiday season, so we could probably branch either way and talk about it. We had a really good Thanksgiving. It's a hectic week because it comes on the tail of us camping, and so I'm rushing home after camping, and then we have to return the RV and unpack, and then get ready and cook everything, and then go to Thanksgiving. So it was a lot, but it was really cool. We got both of our daughters were able to be there. It was cool. Luca's first Thanksgiving. He ate himself some sweet potato pie. Dug it. Had himself some mashed potatoes. Dug it.
Who made the sweet potato pie?
Christine makes a sweet potato pie. It's the bomb sweet potato pie, dude. In fact, she's gonna make more for Christmas. Happy about
Very
that.
nice.
Usually we only get it once a year. It's not a health item. Let us just say.
Hey, sweet potatoes are not bad.
No,
it's all the brown
no.
sugar and everything else you throw in there.
Butter, lots and lots and lots of butter. Yeah, sour cream. There's sour cream in there too. Yeah. Yeah. She's been making that since we were kids because I think her mom made it back in the day. So, and here's the thing, I hate yams. I hated yams. I never liked yams. As a kid, the yams would be left on my plate. I know it's stupid because they're sweet and yummy and it doesn't make any sense. It wasn't until I had Christine's sweet potato pie that I changed and converted on that.
Spicy Nona's sweet potato pie. I'm telling you, I can see a business venture there.
Spicy Nona's sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Yeah.
We're marketing right now.
Yeah, we'll get a caricature of her on the front with one sweet potato pie in each hand, a little apron on.
By the way, Spicy Nona's just right over there in the chair.
I didn't do much. I didn't do anything. We are getting ready for Christmas. We're heading to Detroit for Christmas, so we kind of kept it low, just us, nothing crazy. Cooked a basic Thanksgiving dinner, watched my team lose, and had a few beers, and that was it.
Sorry. It was rough, man. I had to listen to that game because we were driving, but it didn't feel good from the opening snap. I just didn't get a good feeling. You get a sense, it was the same way. I felt the same way with the Chiefs and the Cowboys. I thought for sure the Cowboys were going to win from the early onset of that game. I didn't know why, but
the Cowboys did win. Oh, you knew?
Did.
Yeah.
And
then we went in and beat the Cowboys last week, so it's like you never know.
That could mean that the playoffs are going to be really entertaining this year, and I hope they are.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
So somebody who did the halftime show for Detroit? It was Eminem and who?
Jack White.
Dude, that was awesome. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, at least audio wise, it was cool.
Yeah, I think Eminem was a producer on all of it. I think he was head of the.
Dude, think about how smart that is to bring in a dude like Jack White who can basically hold down all of the music for you, and now you're having a real live music performance with hip hop, which is always hard to do because, hip hop is you've got to be on the meter. You know what I'm saying? With rock and roll, you got a little bit, you could be on the back of the beat, you could be on the front of the beat. If you fuck up with hip hop and you're not right where it's supposed to be, it sounds off when it's live. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but I've gone and seen hip hop live before. And if they're just a little off, it's just, sorry, didn't work out, but that was awesome. And bringing in Jack White was a pretty smart idea because he could just hold that down,
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun Christmas. I love Michigan during Christmas, and Detroit gets a bad rap as this horrible city, and it's the complete opposite. It's an amazing city. If it didn't snow so much, or is cold is for how long it is, I would probably think about living there again. But it is what it is. But
it
so
is
when
cold.
We go for Christmas.
We are. Are they gonna? You gonna have a white Christmas? Do you think? Is it gonna be snowing, or will the snow at that point be on the ground and no longer melt off? Or how does it work?
There's snow on the ground right now. Snow's been very minimal the last decade, I'd say there. But I looked at the forecast, and obviously it's a little too soon to check, but it says it's supposed to snow on Christmas. I got my fingers crossed. A white
How cool would
Christmas
that
would
be?
be dope. Yeah,
That would be
it'd be
dope.
dope.
We had a white Christmas once because we were up in Big Bear, but it's special. I mean, you're in Big Bear, you expect it, but it's cool when you walk out and there's just a little bit more snow than there was the day before. It's
Yeah,
on your car and shit,
100%. Yeah,
Yeah, that
pretty
was
cool.
awesome. So for Christmas Eve, we are going to have Christmas Eve open house here at our house. So just people
Mhm.
come by. We'll have our daughters are going to be here, and Luca will be able to be here, and then just a couple friends. I think Sophie's best friend, Kaylee, and her fiance are gonna be here, so it'll be fun. We don't have anybody here in the house anymore, so what used to be bedrooms have now been opened up into, like, one's gonna be like a TV room, one's gonna be a den, but we're gonna have Christmas we're gonna have a bar in one room and then cigar room maybe or something. Not really a cigar room, but it'll look like a cigar room. We don't smoke cigars. Or Christine does, I don't. Isn't that funny? Christine will smoke cigars and I won't.
Because
So
she's the boss.
it works out for us familially because originally we were going to be going up to Christine's cousins, but then Christine couldn't get off work, so that we had to put the kibosh on that. But it ended up working out because that would have probably meant we'd have less time to spend with Bella and Luca because there'd been more time driving and it'd been harder for her to get up there. And so, I mean, we're gonna miss the family and all because I gotta be honest, Christine's family does a hell of a spread for Christmas Eve. It's a lot of fun traditionally. We used to actually go up there and like sleep over and then do Christmas morning there because it was just like going away for Christmas kind of. It was great. It was cool. But can't do that this year because Christine can't get off work. And it's harder. It's getting harder to do those kinds of things because the kids are getting older. And in order for us to get our own little nuclear family together, it's harder to go and see some of the others. But that's just the way it is, right? That's how pretty soon it evolves into other things and you know,
I uh I can't
huh.
get the image out of my head of her smoking cigars like the godmother
Dude, she does.
with the
She'll
guy
come out.
with the sitting in the
No,
chair with the Godfather music behind.
yeah,
Do 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 do.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
It's
sorry.
it's you're not far from the truth. Uh,
Today, on the day of my daughter's wedding, you want a favor from me?
oh my god, trying
um,
to imagine what
I
she'll be like on the day of her daughter's wedding.
I got a question. Do you have
Sure.
any traditions that you had when you were a kid for Christmas, like
Mm.
that you? So my brother, my youngest brother, and my sister had a tradition, um, where because there's 7 of us. So my parents would save all year, and they never disappointed. There were so many gifts underneath the tree. It was like insane the amount of gifts. And my mom gave the best stocking stuffers ever. So what we would do is we'd make a map. So in this house is from like the 1800s. This old ranch house, 2-story. I think it was a ranch house. Whatever. Uh, and we'd make a map of how we were gonna get to the gifts. I mean, we'd make a map like, oh, we're gonna go here at this time, then we're gonna go here, 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 and then we'll get to the tree. And what I would do is
So
I'd rip a little piece of the wrapping so I could see. I'd look in. It'd spoil everything. And then we'd go get our. This is like at 4 a.m. We'd go get our stockings and we'd sit up and we'd wait for everyone else to get up. And it was just every year we'd do that
so
for
you would have
a while.
the presents would be all over the house? Like, they
No,
wouldn't
no,
just be around
they'd be right in front of the tree, but we would make it like uh like an like we were exploring to get to them. And my
That
parents
must
did an
have been fun.
amazing job. I don't know how they did it with 7 kids.
Yeah,
My mom was ridiculous. I
yeah,
don't know how she did it. I don't know. Yeah, she did the same thing with Easter, everything. We always have the best. I had an amazing childhood. So
that's great.
and holidays were pretty awesome. So
That's fantastic, Jason. That sounds really cool. Like,
yeah, it was.
to have a big family like that, that would be really fun because then you'd, like be able to play games, like inclusive big games with your Christmas, like someone gets a football and you guys can go outside and play a football game,
Oh
and
yeah.
literally have a 4-on-3 with or a 3-on-3 with a quarterback, and that's a real football game. That's
For a while, we played win, lose, or draw at night. That was
oh
our
yeah.
game. Remember that
Oh,
game?
that's cool. I do, yeah, I really do. That's great.
uh,
Did you have any other
anyway,
Christmas traditions that you guys would do, like, on Christmas as a family? Any dishes that that you guys would eat that stands out?
uh, I'm pretty sure green bean casserole was a staple. But
Ah,
no,
green bean
nothing crazy. Nothing. I hate green bean casserole. If I could be
I don't
perfectly
blame you.
honest with you,
Yeah, I don't blame you. My mom did it too, and I was
I'm
not a
not a
fan.
fan. I'm not a fan of marshmallows on top of my yams. All those old
Uh-oh.
school things are kind of
Mm. You see, that's Christine's sweet potato pie, though. There's marshmallows. They gotta be nice and golden
yeah.
brown. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of marshmallows. It's just too overly sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I like marshmallows like in a s'more, but like
Right.
on my casserole, I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
What about you?
Um,
What do you got? Did you guys do
well,
tamales?
we're doing tamales this year.
Okay.
We don't always. Sometimes. The thing is, because Christine and I both come from divorced families too, we've got all these different traditions that come from different sides. I'll tell you one thing is that Christine has started doing, she started making zaples sometimes, which are, you have to make the dough so that it'll rise. She's done it a couple of times, but that's something that her family does, and it's a Christmas morning thing. You know what zaples are? Kinda
I
like
don't
funnel
think
cake.
so.
It's like funnel
Okay.
cake is basically the best way, and then you dip it in powdered sugar. It's basically fried bread, right? And so you dip it in powdered sugar and you eat it with honey. It's delicious. It's very Christmassy. So that's another thing. And we've done tamales a couple times. For a while, this was on me because I wanted to have my own family Christmas tradition, and I was getting so torn from driving all over the place and doing Christmas everywhere else. I started making us go to a movie on Christmas night.
Hmm.
After everything was done, the 4 of us would go and see a movie, and so I think we saw um saw one of the Marvel ones. I think we saw Wicked one year. We've seen a bunch of them. But that's no longer gonna be the tradition. We're not going Christmas night now because Bella can't make it. So we're gonna still keep the tradition of doing a movie, but it's gonna be the day after Christmas or the weekend after Christmas. But it's just gonna be the
Got
one
it.
thing that we get along to do. But holidays have always been different for us, except for when we would go to Christine's aunt's house, in which case talking lasagna and sausage and peppers and just like the bombest food, like Italian spread. But other than that, it changes a little bit for us every year, I think, mostly.
Nice. Well, hopefully it's good for both of us this year.
My
Traveling's
dad
gonna suck.
yeah, that's not gonna be fun. My
No.
dad and stepmom, they do a sirloin roast on Christmas, and that's become pretty traditionally delicious. I'll tell you that. He smokes it too. Like, oh, it's really good. And
Nice.
and that group, which it seems like the last maybe decade or so, that's where we settle on Christmas night or Christmas afternoon. They do a white elephant gift exchange. It's pretty fun. And it was like it started off just like a regular white elephant gift exchange, but they've incorporated so many rules now that it's like this very strict and regimented. If you touch that bag, then that bag is yours. And they take all the presents and put them into like brown paper bags so you can't really tell the difference and you can't shake it and you can't look and then you can't collaborate with your spouse. Like they got police, man. It's like crazy. It's
That's
that's
not
what pro-
fun.
that's what Protestants do, bro. Protestants need the rules. They want all kinds of rules, and they want everyone to follow the rules the way they understand them. So it's
Well,
a very Protestant Christmas.
let me tell you something. White Elephant has rules, and those are the rules. You
Yes,
should be able to collude and take what you want and steal, and that's what's the
right.
fun about it.
Well, and the thing is, we get the cheaters just get more sophisticated.
Yeah.
The more rules you try and put in place, the more entertaining breaking them becomes. You know, so I
Alright.
personally, Jason, I do not like present circles. I don't like sitting around and everyone watching everyone else open up presents. It's a little triggering for me from when I was a kid. I don't like it. Like my parents are divorced, right? So it started off where my dad and stepmom would give me all of my presents when I went on Christmas Eve to my grandma's house. But then all of my cousins are watching me open up a monumental stack of presents while they each have like one or two from the aunts and uncles and grandma. If you get what I'm saying, I've got like a
Yeah.
huge pile. And then my aunt like put the kibosh on that, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want my little kids, watching your son open up all their presents," which is understandable. I don't fault her on that. So they started sending him home with me, and then my little brother Paul on Christmas morning would watch me open up a big old stack of presents while he had his few, and then my mom would have to like, well, I don't want him to open up a small, and she'd hedge a little bit, so I'd get less from them because they would want to match the stack. And then my mom put the kibosh on that and said, you can't do that anymore, Ken. Have him open his presents at your house. So then whatever visit I would go to my dad's house that was closest to Christmas, I would then open up all of my presents while my two little brothers sat there and watched me open up all my presents with no presents of their own. And I just started to hate it. Like, I just want to get through it as fast as I possibly could. You can't blame the little kids for their greedy faces and feeling, why is this guy opening up all these presents and we don't get any? I understand the point of view from all of the kids. I understand the point of view from all of the parents, but it sucked for me. I never really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
And
probably
so
cool at first, then it just gets weird.
it was cool once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was cool once. And then after that, it was just uncomfortable. And then to make it less, people start giving me a lot of boring shit like clothes and things like that that kids would not get jealous over. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah, socks,
you
underwear.
know? Yeah. So that kind of sucks. I regret the fact that I don't enjoy that, but I don't enjoy that. I would rather be up cooking breakfast while other people are opening presents or something like that. No, not in my family though. In our little circle where we are, I'm perfectly fine with that. That's great. Getting gifts for my kids and my wife, that's all fun. Going to grandma's house and sitting there while everybody opens up their presents gets a little triggering for me. Yeah.
Yeah, this year I get to, I'm gonna be cooking Christmas dinner.
Nice. What are you gonna do?
You don't know yet. No idea. The price of beef is through the roof, number
Dude,
one.
the price.
It's insane. The price of
Why?
everything is through the roof, but beef
Oh,
is through the roof, like, big time.
well,
So,
that's not true, Jason, because the new president came in and said he was lowering costs on everything, and so he's
I
been here for a year, and so that I mean, you're incorrect about that. We should check with the White House and see if costs are not like lower. They could probably tell you where to go and get the beef because you're
you
clearly
went
looking at.
there. Yeah.
Hey, happy
Well,
holidays! Woo!
on that note,
Ru-
I think we
ha-
should, wrap it up.
have a happy, lovely, merry Ranahama Christmas, Quasmas, Ranahama Kwanzmas.
Yes. Yes, you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and,
Yes. Oh,
uh, Happy New
hey,
Year,
it's Kermit the Frog here,
mm.
reporting
Okay.
from Muppet Christmas Special. All right, brother.
Alright,
Well,
guys.
good luck with your football team. I hope that they improve as they move into the playoffs. Mine will not be going into the playoffs. So
We may not be going in the playoffs either, so we'll
I
see.
got I got a feeling you guys are gonna rally in the end and make the playoffs. But my team will
We'll see.
definitely not be going to the playoffs. That's a certainty. Yeah, I think we were
Yeah,
out like 5 weeks ago. So
probably.
all
Alright,
right, homie.
brother. Be good.
Good
Talk to you
talk.
later. Peace.
Have a yep. Late.